His first one of the day, he was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Colorado's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job getting the offensive line to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the wideout. Balls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lewis to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Bellamy. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 47. Now, a 4th down.
Hey everybody. So we're just waiting for
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Yes.
Yes, and she asked him to switch over this part.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive and to do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, drive your legs.
Off the RPO, complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Lewis to throw. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Jason. So I think, this is a way for us to continue to make sure that we have
picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll go back to the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Lewis wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football.
David and Sharon will also join David's East team.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
As I got been able to spend extensive time in both markets and study the business.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Finding an escape route. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Bringing those markets and teams together.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
So Beth, Charlie, Mary, we're down.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half.
Mississippi will be under tourists.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic as they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball.
In addition to the
The
changes.
coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Will also become the operations development team for both U.S. and Canada. So we're going to reintegrate the operations development team between Canada and U.S. So Mike Hector.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Running back searching for a hole. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
So
might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Additionally,
you love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bellamy. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
To enable Ford to be successful.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Looking for a push on 4th down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Let's go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. It's not there. Just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that.
Touchdown, Cougar. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Making sure there's no break level there. So this
they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question, this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
To bring maybe the U.S. markets and closer to that, because I think both markets.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Lewis wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Power football with the run. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, BYU! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried.
Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Quick strike complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week.
Touchdown, Bucks! He found some open space and turned on the jets. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Look at the district definitions to look at score ratios.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Scores are out. Consistent regional structure.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
So we have some work to do there to flesh out all the details on that new goal
little pressure on the coverage team there. They'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Well,
an unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Broke the ice.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Process, but I appreciate you repurposing your call this morning to give me some time to share this information with you directly. As I said before, as you process this and questions arise, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Angie or Teresa,
Lewis
David,
wants
or
to
Roger.
pass. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the biggest change, obviously, is giving an opportunity for us to continue to integrate the U.S. and Canadian markets, which I think there's benefit for both companies. So thank you for your time.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
And I'll talk to you all soon.
Delay of game.
Bye now.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Bellamy. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense.
And the Buffaloes getting set on first down. Right back to the well. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Lewis to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory.
They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Creates a little room.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Colorado Buffaloes will take.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.